Welcome to this week's Hymn of the Week. This week we have Glory to God 799, I Love the Lord Who Heard My Cry. The text by Isaac Watts. Yes, Isaac Watts, the very famous Isaac Watts. The text was published in the Psalms of David in 1719. It is a paraphrase of Psalm 116, the first two verses. And the tune is an African American spiritual. I'd like to read this quote by Emily Brink. It was an article from the journal Reformed Worship, because it reminds us of why we sing these songs, spirituals, and hymns. When hard times come, lines of familiar hymns, and I'll edit here, even spirituals, often leap out at us, catch us unaware, and stick in our throats. At times we cannot sing, we cannot pray. It is then that we need the fellowship of believers more than ever. We need the comfort of knowing that others are singing and praying on our behalf, bringing before God the prayers and songs we cannot sing. And wow, thank you, Emily, for that quote, because that, I think, summarizes why this African American spiritual and a text by Isaac Watts is so important to sing. Now, one other thing I want to state is that the music is, of course, a spiritual, but it was arranged in the hymnal here by Richard Smallwood, the gospel artist. It is really important to play this in the gospel style. So it's a spiritual that could be sung without the accompaniment, but if we're doing it in this gospel style, then we need to add some of that, some of those expanded chords, some of those harmonies within. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take my own spin on it, not the Richard Smallwood version, although he has certainly given me ideas. And here is what he said, because he wrote new music for this psalm text, which he probably learned in some version of the spiritual. Richard Smallwood said in 1990, "People need to know someone can heal their hurts. I take no credit for the work we do. I owe it all to God, and I feel blessed that for some reason he has chosen me to make a difference in people's lives." Of course, if you do not already know, this spiritual, I Love the Lord Who Heard My Cry, is also sung by Whitney Houston in the film The Preacher's Wife. So here we go, a much different interpretation, and I hope you'll be able to hear some of the gospel, let's say, flavor, but also the importance of singing, I Love the Lord Who Heard My Cry. I love the Lord who heard my cry and pitied every woe. Long as I live and troubles rise, I'll hasten to God's throne. I love the Lord who heard my cry and chased my grief away. Oh, let my heart no more despair while I have breath. Now, the hymnal does say a few things about this African American spiritual. It does say it's marked by a slow pace. Sort of tried to do that, I guess we could say. But it's marked by individual improvisation. And that is extremely important to the gospel style and the African American spiritual genre. Thank you very much for listening to Hymn of the Week.